Hey everyone, and welcome to this episode of Underground Video Network's Behind the Counter.
Yes, this is Behind the Counter, and we're at Piqua Comic Con.
Yeah, we're in Piqua, Ohio at the Piqua Mall. We had a great day here. This is one of those shows that proves to you that you don't judge a con by its size. We've gone to a lot of really big cons, had great times, had fine times. Smaller shows like this, you get a chance to really stand and talk to people, learn a little bit about them, you know, their work. We can't stress enough. Don't look at a show and dismiss it because it's small. It's not the big ones, you know.
Right.
I've blown so much that money today. We've come up with a new motto for me: the smaller the show, the more cash I'll blow. And I've walked away with some really good stuff today. But Richard, tell me real quick, we're going to have the video that we've taken here today posted very soon.
Yes, and we did 3 interviews.
Yeah. But right now it's just time to catch up because this is the first. Look, we're together. There's not. I almost feel like you should put like the artificial border, you know.
And we went totally old school because we brought out the banner.
Dude, this thing smells like mothballs. Look at this. Let's take a moment for.
Yeah, because down here at Piqua Comic Con, we kicked off our 20th anniversary.
That's right. It's been 20 years since we've subjected you to this.
Yeah, we went live, or we broadcast on the local access channel in Lima, Ohio on December the 16th, 2002.
Yeah. God, Jesus. Yeah, go check the archives. Brother had hair when we started this. That right there should be the benchmark. Where we started, where we're at. But no, it's been 20 years, and I gotta take a chance, Richard, to thank you. Well, when the show first started, it was with Peanut and Dave.
You're right. Yeah, we was filming over at the Comic Connection.
And every once in a while, I would just roll in, and they knew me. It's like, Mike, what did you think about this?
Well, you would puff it.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Oh my God. How is it technology has advanced so far, but we don't do the special effects anymore?
Producer's lazy.
That's true. Yeah. I'm going to make you do it, Richard. Schnick. No, in case you can't find that yet. But, no, when I came on, this has become such a huge part of my life. I've met so many people, gone to so many places because of this show, and I can't wait for people to see what's coming up when we celebrate more of the 20 years that we've been doing this.
Yeah, because I know, stay tuned next year, we might be popping up here and there, doing a couple other 20th anniversary. You never know. This is a call out to Peanut and Dave. You never know, you guys might come back.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't right here, right now. This isn't the 20-year anniversary. No.
We just kind of kicked it off here.
Yeah, this is the pre-game. This isn't even the tailgate party quite yet.
You should have came down. We had a bunch of free minis that I had out here for giving you for sales free.
Yeah. But let's get right into it because we haven't seen each other in a while.
No, we've taken a few weeks off.
Yeah, work. Oh, it's hard. We got so much to catch up on. I haven't got a chance. I've been a bad geek. I have not been able to tear myself away. Well, good and bad geek. I have not been able to tear myself away from my Lego kits to go to the theater. I was like, people, no. I need my little plastic brick. I need my safety blanket and plastic bricks. So I haven't got a chance to see a couple of the big movies that have come out. You have. No spoilers or anything, you know.
Black Adam came out a couple weeks ago. I don't know. We might be on a good term for DC Comics and Marvel. Wakanda Forever, very tearjerker, and very elegant, beautiful movie.
And not from what I've heard. Again, it just came up right. I haven't got a chance to. I'm no bad nerd, but I've heard a lot like that. That it was almost like the film embodiment of the reality of the morning of the passing of Chadwick Boseman.
It gave it closure. and that's about the best I can. And I don't use the tear lightly. It was a tearjerker in spots.
Some of the things that I have gotten to see, like a lot of the premieres and everything, like when you see the cast, like for as good of actors as a lot of these people are, you can't fake that level of emotion.
Right.
You know, when they turn, they see, you know, a tribute of Chadwick, you know, you see their reaction to it. Like, that's genuine, that's real.
And if you've seen the commercials and stuff, it really does show most of that. So, no spoilers, just go see it. It's already made like $148 million or something.
And what you mentioned earlier about Black Adam, we got some news from the DC community that James Gunn has officially taken over the realm.
Yeah, I know, it's just gonna be him.
Yeah, I'm putting your name on the card, bro, but I got this. I got this. He's heading up the DCU.
Yeah.
Basically the movie department.
Right. Yeah, the whole whatever they're going to do, and hopefully we can get some more stuff back on HBO Max that's been taken away from us. You know? But, you know, as said, hopefully he's going to listen to fans. He says on Twitter he's going to listen to fans. Do you really believe anything on Twitter? But, you know, MySpace for life. But, no, I just hope DC can go in the right direction and stick around for the post-arty credits. There's something to do for the future of DC Comics.
And some other great news, especially for someone like me. Henry Cavill has officially come out and said, "I'm not done."
Right. And it looks like it.
Yeah.
That's a little spoiler. Sorry, folks.
Oh, come on. I haven't seen it. No, if you've turned on the internet, even if you have dial-up, you've turned on the internet, you know who makes a cameo in Black Adam.
The Blur. Oh.
Inside joke. No, he has officially come out. I mean, he's always been attached to this character, but it was whether or not...
And he's not doing The Witcher anymore?
We're not going to talk about that.
So it must be true. You know, it must... He's freeing his schedule up, unless he's going to be James Bond.
No. Official statement, because I love Superman, I love Henry Cavill, and I love The Witcher. Superman didn't have anything really to do with it. He didn't like the direction of where the show Witcher was going to go.
That's what he says.
When you have a property and you take on the property, but then later on you tell everybody, "Oh, we hate the source material and we hate the video games," guess what?
Yeah.
You're going to lose people. Right. And when you hired the end-all, be-all authority, no, I say this unequivocally, authority on Witcher fandom, Henry Cavill, who has proven time and time again this wasn't like, "Oh, I got hired for the role, I'll do a little research." No, bro. He came in, he wrote in to the meeting on Roach and was just like, "Let me tell you what's going to happen." But the good news about that is we have the confirmation that he's there. He wants to do it.
Right. So hopefully this is where it's going to go. And overall, Black Adam is a fun little movie to watch.
Yeah. But the movies isn't the only thing that DC's doing really well right now, too. Stargirl has still consistently been really good,
even with the bad news.
I'm not ready to deal with that yet because I still haven't gotten my Sylvester Pemberton Starman costume yet. I really want to because he's got a beard and I really like that character. But
supposedly it's been canceled by CW, and Fate's still unknown and might go somewhere else.
But there's been other shows that have been canceled by other networks that have been picked up by certain properties.
But with HBO Max the way it is.
I know. But also, speaking of HBO Max, Titans.
I know, that came quick.
That one, literally for me, Richard, and believe me, I usually got my finger on the pulse of this stuff. I went to HBO Max to look for something else, and I went, "What the hell?" Already? And
the first episode, it has to drop 2 episodes.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch the first episode. The only reason why I haven't watched the second is because I literally wanted to wait.
Oh.
Because I'm sorry, I enjoy binging, but I also like taking that time to dive. But we were talking about this earlier. No spoilers, Titans is great. So there are no secret darn identities in the Titans universe anymore.
It's just like the Flash universe. everybody knows he's Barry Allen.
Yeah,
So, you know.
he's only wearing the mask for himself. I think he's only. It's kind of like that one meme from a long time ago where. No. Speaking of Black Adam, it was The Rock.
Oh.
Did a sketch on Saturday Night Live where he played Superman, but like as he's walking around, dressed as Clark Kent, like the suit's coming out. Like you can see the suit do the white thing, and like there's like an intern, and they're getting ready to say something. Like, shh, no. We don't tell him.
Oh wow.
We don't tell him. I know. It's cute. Yeah, that's kind of like what it is. It's like the entirety of Star City is like we know, but he really seems to like to take the mask off, so we give it to him.
But the Titans the same way. They walk into Star Labs, no credential checks, no nothing.
And the head of Star Labs walks right up to Dick Grayson and goes, Dick, Richard, what's happening?
Yeah.
I got some new backdrops for you. Hey, Gar,
Yeah.
It gets to the point where I was watching it and like, I know I watched the last season. I know I didn't fall asleep during any of the episodes. I made sure to watch them beforehand. But I was like, did I miss something? And then the other thing that I absolutely loved was the introduction of yet another bald, bearded, beautiful Lex Luthor. But he flat out called Richard Lick, looking at him through that.
And Bruce, right?
He called out Bruce. And when Connor runs into or meets up with him, he goes, oh, I see you're going by Connor Kent. I see you're going by his name. I'm like, wait a minute. I did the math real quick in my head. Like, wait, he said that, so he knows that. So he has to know that.
Right.
The hell? But that being said, this season already feels. I'm not going to say lighter, but it has a little bit of a different tone than the past.
Well, they're actually a team too.
That's what it is.
I think that helps a little bit because they've known each other for the 3 seasons before. So basically they are a family.
Yes, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Because, especially one of my favorite scenes throughout Titans was in the bowling alley.
Right.
Not just because the scene. I love seeing Gar take more control of his powers.
Right.
When he did the octopus thing, that was hilarious. But seeing them together like that, there was no conflict going on. There was no mission. It wasn't tragic. They were literally just hanging out, and that is what the Titans have always.
They needed that in this series because, like you said, the comics. That's what they were.
Yeah.
They were basically a family. That's how Wolfman wrote it at the beginning.
Yeah. Richard, anything else?
I don't know.
Real quick, speaking of things Batman-centered, the last time me and you got to talk, I had just purchased Gotham Knights that day.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten a chance to grind serious hours into this game. Is it without its flaws? No. There were some kinks at the very beginning, there was a couple glitches, I couldn't complete a mission because the last bad guy I had the wallop was literally floating Indian style. and like one of the latest ones is like during one of the cut scenes, seeing Jason Todd, the strings on his hoodie are still sticking straight out like this, like it's nothing. That being said, I really enjoy this game. The story has been really good. The graphics are amazing. Gameplay is a little simple. It's your simple tap triangle, light punch, hold triangle, heavy punch, couple combos. But other than that, the story was really good. The graphics are really good. One of the creepiest, clay faces I've ever seen. Oh, dude, it was they did him right. So yeah, I really enjoyed the game. For a lot of people I've talked to, they're like, I'm gonna hold off until it's not quite that brand new game price. Can't say I blame you. I got mine with a trade-in, but it is definitely worth playing if you're a huge fan of the previous Batman games. It's in the same, not the same universe at all, not even the same company, but the same feel to it.
Oh, that's cool. The only other thing I say is Andor. By episode 10, it's. I like this. I like this. It has so much George Lucas feel to it.
Yes.
If you're a fan of THX 1138, it has that very 70s because the slave labor of the prisoners and stuff like that. That really was a not a, I don't want to say good way for the series, but I really enjoyed the way that they incorporated that into the plot when he got arrested by the Empire.
Yeah, and Andy Serkis's performance.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if you ever needed a good example of why he is much more than the go-to mocap guy.
Oh, yeah.
This role.
Oh, yeah.
It.
Yeah,
he was amazing.
He let him out. That was just when he had to break down. He had to do it, and he was forced basically.
Yes.
And then they all got out there. You know, especially when he said he didn't know how to swim, and they just threw him in.
But he really did. His acting shop. I enjoyed Andor, but I'm going to be honest with you. Like 9 episodes in, Andy Serkis has been my favorite. He's been my favorite part of that entire episode, the entire show so far.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love the character Andor. I thought he was fantastic in Rogue One, but this was one of those things.
Well, I did like the heist part.
The heist was cool. This was one of those ones we've talked about before, where 9 to 12 episodes could have been condensed down to like 4.
Good, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, I got in trouble. Hey, I got hired for this job. Hey, I got arrested. Here's Andy Serkis. Here's the rest of the, you know.
Yeah, but I did like the whole prison sequence because it did have that whole Empire feel. It felt like something out of the 70s, you know, like from the Star Wars itself, because it had like the old tech, you know, like they had back in the 70s.
And what I liked about that too was it was a tie to everything, because it's like when you see a star base, or you know, the Death Star, you see all these TIE fighters and everything. You know, I'm a blue collar guy. You know, I've seen how cars are made. Where the hell are they getting these TIE fighters from? Well, we don't know Starfighter. You know, we don't know what the part, but they made a
it
part.
Looked like
it was
something.
it was a bickweed. For some reason, Richard, like the first time I saw a part, I was like, that feels like it goes to an ad, just because it
in
was
a way,
so
yeah. But it could also be part of the wing on a TIE fighter.
It could be anything, but just we saw how the sausage was made,
right?
And it wasn't, you know, it played on par with what we know already about the Empire. It's like, yeah, they're going to use prison land, you know.
Well, even the stormtroopers are designed that way.
Yeah.
You know, we already know about that, so why not how everything else is made? It's not your droids. Droids aren't making all this.
Nope.
You have.
Because I remember that line he said where he goes, they actually figured out that it's cheaper to use us than it is to use droids.
Yes, yeah. So it actually really made sense. You know?
Yeah. So yeah, Andor's been really good. Other than that, there's about like a half a dozen shows that have like premiered on across the network, you know, or networks, across the streaming platforms that we don't even have the time to go into.
Yeah, there's other stuff dropping left and right. I know Doom Patrol will be coming out pretty soon.
Dude, oh my god, I was so giddy when I saw that preview at the beginning of Titans. I was just like,
and then over on Netflix, we'll get Wednesday.
Another thing that dropped on Netflix that I know you absolutely love, Warrior 9.
Yes.
Dude.
I had to re-up my subscription.
Oh, come over, watch, man. We'll binge it one day. I'm dead screwed.
It's only $9.
Yeah. But yeah, again, just so much content, you know, gets dropped. Sometimes it gets lost in the void. So if you're watching, if there's anything that you think we might be interested in watching, we absolutely love your feedback. You know, a couple of you surprised us and actually did one. Like Richard got a hold of me. He's like, "Hey man, this guy. Oh, cool. I'll check it. Oh my, this was really good." Speaking of Richard, where can they do that at?
Everybody, the easiest way right now is UVN.plus. That's UVN.PLUS. Some people was getting a little confused. The .plus is out there in the universe now.
I'm a part of this site, and even I was just like, wait a minute.
So we went ahead and I snagged that. That's part of our 20th anniversary remake, is what I'm working on. So just go there. There's links to all our socials. Like you said, you can go to the Facebook, Twitter, Insta, and
say it.
And my favorite, MySpace, because that's where everybody's going to return to now that all the other platforms are screwing up.
Oh yeah, dude. It's going to get to the point where we're going to be sending out our episodes via carrier pigeon. USB stick. Oh my god, dude, USB sticks and carrier pigeon. There you go.
DVDs are coming back.
Well played, my friend. Well played. So yes, we look forward to bringing you more about what's coming up for us with our 20-year. Oh my God, this is the longest relationship I've ever been in. But we look forward to bringing you more content. If you're a fan of the show, if we've ever reached out to you and you have a moment with us over the last 20 years you'd like to, draw attention to, please. Richard told you where to do it. We love your feedback. We love your support. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you to the people here at the Piqua Comic Con here in Piqua, Ohio
in the Miami Valley Mall.
For allowing us to be here. And thank you for watching.